So I'm working on this 2018 Cadillac XT5, and this one has the 3.5 liter engine. And what I'm doing today is I'm working on the coolant temperature sensor. I had to replace the coolant temperature sensor, but check this out. I don't know what the hell these engineers were thinking, but they put the coolant temperature sensor way down there. It's way down there. In order for you to replace this coolant temperature sensor, you have to remove this fuel rail. This fuel rail right here, you have to remove this pipe, and you have to remove, this is the coolant pipe, and you have to remove this coolant pipe housing in order for you to get there. But I didn't want to mess with these fuel rails because this is a high pressure fuel rail, and in order to get them off, you have to pry them out, and you have to drain the coolant system, and it's a lot more work, and you're gonna take more risk if you start messing with the fuel rails, and potentially you could get a leak in here. So what I ended up doing, I couldn't fit none of these tools in here. None of these tools will fit. I tried the 15 swivel, I tried a shallow swivel, and I couldn't get no tools in there. I don't know, maybe there's a special tool for this sensor. I already replaced it. And somebody had already worked on it. Hold on, let me put this in here. I don't want nothing to go in there. Somebody already tried to replace this sensor, and they ended up messing it up. They bent one of the prongs, and they ended up breaking the pigtail. As you can see, it got damaged. But I went to GM and I ordered me a new pigtail, and I ordered a new sensor. And the way that I ended up getting it off, I had to make this tool, and I had to sacrifice my 15mm wrench. I shaved this in trying to get it in there, but this did not work, so I ended up cutting the box end, and I welded to this 1/4 inch extension. Luckily, I mean, these are the Chinese, and I didn't really care about cutting it or welding it, but this tool worked pretty good for me. Notice that I welded is offset. The extension is leaning to the right, and you wanna weld it offset, because when you try to put it in here and you try to twist it, it's gonna hit over here if it's straight or leaning to the left. So you wanna make this tool leaning to the right, and that'll give you enough clearance to loosen up the coolant temperature sensor. Of course, you got to disconnect this pigtail to get the tool in there. It was easy for me to disconnect the pigtail because it was already broken anyway. So most likely you're gonna end up breaking this pigtail if you don't know how to disconnect it. First of all, you have to pull the tab. So the tab is going like this. You had to pull it off, and you have to press this tab right here. This is the safety tab, and you have to press this tab over here, and then pull the pigtail out. But it's almost impossible to get it out. Luckily, it was already broken. I just pulled it out of there, and it came right out. But if you break it, I pay like 30 bucks for this pigtail right here, and I pay like $22 for the coolant temperature sensor. And let me go ahead and give you some part numbers. Okay, so this is the part number for the coolant temperature sensor, 1265095, and I only pay $20.44. And this is the part number for the harness, 12695285, and I only pay 27, like 30 bucks. So overall, I spent like a little bit over 50 bucks. And like I said, if you're gonna do it this way, make sure you make sure you got enough patience, because I had to work it out slowly, and pulling it out, it wasn't as bad. Putting it back on, it was the worst part because you cannot even put your fingers in there. So once you get it in the hole and you are able to start working it in, just work it in, and you're gonna have to work it slowly, so be patient. I hope this helped, and thank you very much for watching, guys. And if you want to learn more tricks about working on cars, just like and follow, and I'll see you on the next one.